You know what was funny is Alan and I watched this together, and it was cool when they started doing the director link to Cisco. But then what was really funny is they would have the outline of Cisco, like they would have him in like
It was
the
empty face.
storybook or whatever. It was just like an empty face, and you're just like, what did and it was like it ended up becoming like ongoing mystery of like, okay, so did Avery Brooks like did they have to get his likeness for it? Like they're doing it, is it a was it like a rights thing? Like, and I go, well, I just assume that these actors like they just sign off on these things like Star Trek owes my face if is forever basically, and I go, okay, well maybe you didn't want to do that, but then his voice came up. It came in at the end, and then they did a thank you Avery at the end and all this stuff. And I was just like, I'm confused. So they got his voice and they did thank you, but and so obviously he was involved in some way, but they don't show his face. Like, how does that work? And it's so weird that they don't show his face ever during the whole thing. Like they couldn't have done a flashback or have a picture. Like in Indiana Jones, he's like, well, my dad died, and then there's a picture of Sean Connery. Like, it's not crazy, you know?
I don't think they got the rights to his face. And that like the voiceover was from some other recording that he made. It wasn't written for that episode. They pulled it from
But
something else.
yeah, they did, but he gave him specific permission.
They did seek permission from him, and he gave it for all
It was
this.
Right.
because it was actually from his own work. Like he had recorded it for his own jazz album, and so it's his. So he allowed them to do that, but he wouldn't sign off on the face of a thing that he already took a picture. Like he's got to do that to do anything.
I don't know.
I
I think they said
don't. But
thank you at the end. I think they said thank you at the end because they're trying to like butter him up because they want to bring him back as the emissary.
maybe.
Maybe that'd be Sam's arc in the show.
I think so.
Eventually
Yeah.
find Cisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And
But
it'll be a Deep Space Nine sequel, like Prodigy was a Voyager sequel.
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome. I'd watch that.
I mean, we got a Dax apparently in the 32nd century, which was
wait,
weird.
what I mean, I like the fact that Dax is back. The reveal was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And it's all these layers things. Like first of all, it's sorry, Tawny Newsom. That's how you pronounce her name.
Tiny Newsom. Yeah.
Right. So it's her, and so then it's like, well, first of all, I didn't recognize her. I was just like, there's a Cardassian. Is that a Cardassian? I can't tell. It's kind of like a Cardassian, but there's something off about her. And I can't really place her. But and then it's like, oh, but that's like Tawny Newsom from Lower Decks. But if she's not playing, she's playing a new character. She's playing a Cardassian, and then she does a very casual like flick the hair,
I
and
have
then there's
dots.
like, I have dots. What? I have dots?
I was like, was
It's
Sam
like,
supposed to understand what that meant? I was kind of
and,
like,
and it's
she doesn't
like,
know John Sear or
what?
Ezri.
Are you dots? Does that mean you're like that species that from the Perfect Mate?
Right? Yeah, because the metamorph in the Perfect Mate had the
Thank you.
Kamala. She had dots too. That looked
Yes,
kind of
yes.
like Trill.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty clunky. I mean, and that was one of the things I didn't like about the episode was the way they did that reveal. Like, I think they were trying to be like, ooh, big twist, but it just kind of felt flat. And
It's all over the place.